Well, hello. We have not chatted in a hot minute for reasons we will get into in a second, but get ready with me for Thanksgiving. So last time we talked was Halloween weekend, I believe, so end of October, and we are now verging the end of November, and let's just say this has been one of the worst, if not the worst, months of my life. So, early into the month, let me set the stage for you. Trump won the election. Okay. Brutal start to the month. But as I've listened to a lot of podcasts in the last few weeks, I want the best for our country. And I have very few good things to say about him being elected. But I'm going to be positive and I'm going to be hopeful. Then on November 11th, my grandpa died. Fucking horrible. He was obviously sick for a really long time, but it was kind of out of the blue. 1 minute he was in the hospital, a week later he was dead. So luckily I got home in time to see him, and then he passed away like early in the morning, like at 1:50 a.m. to be exact. And then the funeral, that was on like Sunday, and then the funeral was that Thursday. And so I ended up staying home from school that whole entire week. And I feel like I need a Patreon because there are so many nitty gritty details we could get into, but I feel as if though it would be distasteful. So let's talk Shivas. I used to love a Shiva. I used to love the food. I mean, what's better than a fucking once upon a bagel tray with cookies and brownies? This Shiva was a very different experience. I was miserable. It was so lovely that so many people came to my grandparents' house. But it felt a little backwards. Like I did not want to socialize after I just buried my grandfather. It was a very confusing time for me. So then I had to go back to school because my life paused for a week, and there's no good time to die, but this was a pretty inconvenient time to die. And so went back to school. My friends are absolutely lovely. They were all waiting outside for me when I pulled up, immediately started crying, and they got me an orchid, which was my grandfather's favorite flower, and he grew them in the basement. And so that was really sweet. And then we watched the funeral live stream on my TV. They all bawled their eyes out at the eulogies. I actually gave a eulogy. And so I have the bestest friends in the world. With all of that being said, it's very hard to grieve at college. This was my first big loss, and so it was difficult. I was definitely on the struggle bus. Yeah, I came home Thursday, and I've been home ever since. Okay, so now we're caught up in the death department. Things I've done since I've been home. Saw Wicked. Holy fucking shit. Listen, I grew up dancing, performing arts, one may say. That was one of the best productions I've seen in my freaking lifetime. I was absolutely blown away. My dad, who's very confused by the plot of Wicked, was absolutely freaking floored, crying like a baby the whole time. Tess, who can't sit still for 10 minutes, absolutely just in awe of the whole thing. It was freaking phenomenal. Cynthia killed it. Ariana killed it. Jonathan Bailey. The worst part about 2024, other than my grandfather dying, is that Jonathan Bailey is a gay man, because in my mind, we're meant for each other, and he's freaking perfect. And God, that's my type, I think. I don't really know. I don't have one. I've never had a boyfriend, but he's freaking perfect. And then I got a tattoo on Sunday. I got this one touched up, and then I can't really show you no, because that's my feet. It's gross. But I have an 11/11 because not only did Papa die in 11/11, but that's kind of like Tessie and I's thing, is we always text each other on 11/11, like kiss emojis, like kiss the clock, manifest the life you want, whatever. And so felt kind of serendipitous that our number one spirit guide, a new guardian angel, passed away on our special number. So, yeah. Also, is it concerning that I have gotten 3 tattoos in less than a year? I don't know, but I'm going to slow down. couple things I forgot to mention. So I drove home on Thursday, and Wednesday night I noticed a little winter storm brewing. And so packed up my car Wednesday night, woke up on Thursday at the crack ass of dawn to beat the bad weather, and got absolutely annihilated by a snowstorm. And here was the sad part. I stopped to get gas, and I was in the bathroom stall, and I was like, you know what, Ellie, you're doing big girl shit. You should be proud of yourself. You're driving home in some pretty shitty weather. After that moment is when shit hit the fan. And my map got a little fucked, and I took someone's bad advice of not turning around and getting back on the highway, and I was in bumblefuck nowhere with an absolute blizzard. The first blizzard of the season, of course, because why would this month be any easier for me? And I spun out on the road. I was completely lost. There was a road closed, and a woman was on the ground with these ambulances, and it was so freaking traumatic. But I made it home, and that's all that matters. The one thing that did go good for me this month is that Joey Grasade won Dancing with the Stars. Okay, that was the best thing to happen to me maybe this year. I freaking love Joey. Kelsey, I adore you too, but if things don't work out, Joseph, I'm coming for you. He's an absolutely fantastic dancer. He showed growth. He's charismatic. Him and Jenna had the most beautiful partnership, and I could not be happier that he won. So that was a win to the month. Last Thanksgiving, I was in Europe and had Thanksgiving dinner at La Giostra, for those that know. And as much as I love pasta, nothing beats a little Thanksgiving feast, and the fat girl panic is going to be real. Well, everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you've made it this far, I'm thankful for you. And be kind, hug your people tight, and let's get back to our regular programming, because this bitch needs some fun in her life. It's been a sad month, but it has not been a bad year, and so we are going to go hard for the last couple months of 2024. So see you bitches soon, and love ya.